Today is a bit of a slow day for the Sept. The Sept is it's in the morning after the events of the past week, the murder of the warder, the warful getting sentenced to death. Various people have sent letters or notes to the truth catcher, requesting a meeting with their brother, their friend, their mentor, the protector, with Travis. Morning Kill, truth catcher, is currently on Sept grounds. He's in the park on close to Sheep Hill. Actually, he's just sitting on one of the benches, just kind of watching, staring into the distance, and enjoying a little bit of peace and quiet. And that is where we open our scene.
A little further away, safely on Sept grounds, away from any border, Sino will, in the Umbra, shift to Homid, then slowly drop to Tellurian realms, and will continue the same round she's been walking for most of the last 48 hours. This time in the Tellurian, as I already said, which she has been doing, like first the Umbra, and then the Tellurian, then back to the Umbra again. Take a nap, continue. As at this point she is not quite sure how many of the other Guardians are actually actively walking the rounds, but, well, someone has to do it, and she's at the moment least burdened with anything. So, as she dropped, she starts making her way to nearby borders. Trying to go as fast as possible, but it's more like, it's not even a jog. It's like slowly, placing one foot in front of the other, almost casually, if it weren't for the fact that her feet are really hurting and she's covered in dust and mud. And she walks past this bench, or almost walks past it. She wasn't, just kind of staring in front of her, then realizing that someone's sitting on the bench, looks up, recognizes Gerard, and just trips over her own feet, which is kind of convenient because, well, still higher ranked. So she'll trip on her feet, she'll trip, fall down, and during the fall tries to make this look like this was exactly what she meant by rolling on her back.
Gerard will kind of lazily almost stare at her. He will then look around with his eyes. You do realize we are in a public area.
Apologies, Mr. Morningkill.
Come and sit next to me.
She scrambles to her feet. There's a blush on her cheeks because, to be fair, she almost had walked past him without even noticing he was sitting there, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So she'll sit next to him, making sure there is a distance between them. Um, holds her head low, looks down at her knees.
Busy, I see.
Just doing my duty. Walking rounds.
I see.
Are you taking a break, Mr. Morningkill?
I guess I am.
That's good. You should take regular breaks.
What about yourself?
I take regular breaks as well.
Do you?
Give me a moment.
Knowing you, you will continue a full-on cycle of patrol until somebody else is fit enough to swing it as well.
Damn you once. I take breaks. Sir.
Mm-hmm. How have you been?
I'm well.
He will stare. Well, he'll slowly turn his head and give her that look of, really?
Her eyes are not leaving her knees.
He'll shake his head.
How have you been?
Follow me. He will stand up and he will walk towards the heart of the sept, one of the guarded places.
She looks confused for a moment, but he is the beta of the Sept, Truthcatcher, Prince of the Nation, and her tribal elder, but most of all, he is Gerard Morningkill, so Cinna will follow.
After they've arrived there safely in the warded area, she will spin on his heel, turn around, and face her. Now you can tell me how you're doing.
I'm fine, Monica Raya.
He'll look, he'll again give her that look of really.
Really?
And look at me and say that.
I'm gonna take a higher diff for this. Yeah. She looks up. Definitely, obviously avoids his gaze, but looks at basically his cheeks or mouth. Not staring in the eye, because no way that she's gonna challenge the beta. I'm a little too young for that. And she fails as she turns kind of red, although it's hard to tell because of all the dust on her face, and kind of stammers, mm, I'm fine. She can tell that this is not even close to anything that can hold any credits. So she bends her head again. It's like, things have been tough. A lot of things happening again. I I miss Leah. And Travis and her, and then he did that to Teeth and, well, to the water. And I couldn't. He was the last link to Leah, and no matter what, sometimes we had words, but in the end, he was a friend. He was one of the people who was there when, you know, on that first night, and there's barely anyone left from that time. I'm we're very short on people right now, and I don't want to think about it. Please, just want to do what I can. Make sure the set stays safe, please.
Sinna,
Morning, Raya.
you're reminding me of myself before I met you.
My apologies, Morning, Raya.
That's not meant as an insult or meant as anything degrading.
My apologies again, Raya. It's just she She actually looks around at this point. I can't. She doesn't see anyone. She this time does look at Gerard. Gee, can't believe I can't believe Travis would do such a thing. He would never have done such a thing if Leo was still. And I can't help but what if I can't think of that. I don't want to end up like Leah or like Travis. I don't want to, and I can't believe why he did this. And I want to. Why would he? Just don't understand, and I'm afraid to understand. I wish I could ask him, but
Then why not ask him?
well, I mean, he's taken captive, right? I can I?
Yes.
Just give me a moment. Too bad. I wanted to fail that roll. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna fail that roll because it's gonna be hilarious and very bad. Senna kind of forgets all of whatever the fuck she should keep up as an etiquette or keep any composure as a proper Silver Fang, and she is gonna swing her arms around Gerard and just give him a hug.
Okay. Gerard will be caught by surprise, slightly. And he will slowly wrap his arms around her for like a second and pat her on the shoulder and very gently lets go again.
As he lets go, Senna's like, "Oh shit!" and she steps back quickly. That looking around again to see, did anyone? No. Okay. You can see the relief in her face, like in her eyes, when she realizes that there wasn't anyone there. At least not for as far as she can see.
Morningkill has a little bit of a smirk on his face.
And she has 4 successes on site, so yay. So yeah, she she kind of grins as well. Apologies, Raya.
Hallo, hier is mijn zus in de broodjes op mijn brood. Ik mag een t-shirt.
Sorry, that one. Like I said, Gerard will have a small bit of a smirk on his face. He will say, "It's quite all right." A very, very, very aloof tune.
And she only has 1 success on the perception empathy, so I guess that she will not understand quite what he means, if he's humored or if he's just trying to hide frustration or anything.
You would guess from his tone and from his smirk that he is I wouldn't say he's disappointed, but uh, yeah, he'll look at her and say, "Well, follow me."
And as she got the feeling that he was disappointed, even
He,
if it was in the slightest,
he was not.
he was not. That was sarcasm used on very, 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 very mean.
Rawr.
Wow, don't be so mean. Nah, if she gets the feeling that he was not disappointed, she is more or less confused, and she'll kind of rub her eyes as she, well, as I said, mostly taking naps while, you know, walking all the rounds every time, well, all the time. But she'll again follow, like half a step behind him.
He will take you to the museum, to the hallway that leads to his office and the portal to his home. And along the line, along the way, you could see him sort of slide his finger against the wall, and once you're at an intersection, a door opens. One that is usually closed, and it leads down a set of stairs.
She'll kind of interested will take note of the finger sliding past the wall because that is unusual and therefore curious. And she'll keep following him and will fall in line as he goes through the door, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
She's very curious as to where he's taking her now. This is a place that she's not been yet, like ever.
Down, down, down the stairs they go until they end up in a chamber. In the chamber, she can see various cells. Only one of them seems to be in use right now.
In the cell, the Cinna can see Travis is sitting. His hand is like he's closing his head. He looks down. He looks like he's writing.
And as a young Silver Fang Cleith is seeing Travis, she gives a glance to Gerard, kind of to ask for permission, but she's not even waiting until it's given as she runs up to that particular cell and kind of walks up against the bars because, well, it's not that she'd forgotten that they were there, but it's not that she was trying to run them down, but...
Silver.
Ow! Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck! And she'll jump back as soon as she touches the bars. And fuck, that means I need to make a willpower check. She's cool.
You see, Travis like looks up because it's impossible to avoid the pure breed in the room. He smiles, but you see one of his eyes is missing.
Jeez, fuck.
He gives you a smile of someone who didn't see a person for 3 days. Hello, Sina, how are you?
Travis, what the what the fuck has happened to you? What happened? Why did you? Are you okay?
I'm
Well, that's a
fine.
stupid question to ask.
I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine.
How can you be fine? What kind of idiot are you?
He laughs. Does Mr. Monaco still there?
He is somewhere.
I don't see him, okay. He looks at Sina. How is Katori and Ren?
I've not seen Katori lately. Ren, her face is bad. I think she's not. No one is well. Everybody is upset.
You see that like he can't still, he's not used to have one eye. Like he's learning to how to use his one eye because like his perception is different right now. It's completely changed, and especially a player, like an American football player like Travis, it's like perception is really important. So like he's having a hard time. Like sometimes you see his hand touches like his head, and he looks at her so and says, the I heard the Mercy has become warder.
Yeah, yeah. He has. I saw him last night or so, just for a bit. He's probably busy, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, it's kind of difficult when the well, you know, two commanders of an army suddenly disappear.
I agree. It's hard.
Travis, what happened? Why? Why? Why did you? I mean, we needed you. We needed these. What the fuck?
He looks at her and says, he kind of like sits. He was already sitting, but like he gets in a comfortable position, like puts his head one of the walls. I knew what the Aaron did. They entered the
Yeah, Ren told me.
oh yeah the I had ordered summon Ren because it seems Ren is wanted by a questioning. The the warder cut his face off.
Yeah,
You see, like he kind of like shakes when he says cut her face off. Like you see, there's like distaste, and he summoned my pack. Ren was there again, I think. Cut the eyes off the Aaron. Cut one eye from Eric and the other one eye from Chloe, and summoned me. Uh, I knew that there was going to be a discussion between me and him. When I went near him, he was waiting in Krino's form. with silver claws, all of his mechanics up and ready. He started yelling, saying things about how I disobeyed his order, while I think I didn't. His order was specific about do not aggravate the situation, and it was an act of rebellion. It was trying to make situations better, and as he told me in his first day, sometimes shit happens. I read the report of the Eric, where Aaron cleared the cameras, and I know Aaron was a better hacker than Emmett. I don't know how Ren is captured. They killed the guy inside of there. But his perspective was really sour. I couldn't explain him anything. He only said that you disobeyed my order. There was an Philodux, and he grabbed me from my throat. I was in Hamid form, and he took my eye out. I knew that it's permanently gone. I pulled my clave and stabbed him. He says it in a matter-of-factly, like he looks like he's completely fine with what he has done.
You killed him, just like
Yes,
that.
I did. Yes, I did.
I understand you. I understand you would be upset, angry, frustrated. I get that, but
Those are nothing to do with what I had done. A man was using the litany as a force. He was cruel. He was torturing people, getting their eyes out. So just because we can feel.
you know nothing of torture.
Oh, I don't. I'm being tortured by 2 years.
Bullshit.
It was. We weren't those people who made him what he is. You're not the man who made him teeth of titanium.
You go to a Philodox. Now we lose 2 people, 2 very valuable, Karu. We're like, we need you. We needed him. Losing one of you was bad enough as it was. Damn it, Travis.
They call medicines abominations. I wonder what teeth of titanium was. I'm not sad about him dying. I'm sad about a capable warrior dying. I'm not sad about a tyrannical asshole who was punishing people because he couldn't see the bigger picture. But I'm sad that we lost a really proper warrior who was going to make a difference. But he was among those people who were justifying his rage to do cruelty. We can be better, Sina. We can try. We can try to be better.
I'm not saying his methods are. I'm not saying his methods are right or wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But
Sina, I give him the mercy that he didn't give those who's lower than him, who worked so hard for this nation. They didn't act as a rebellion. His madness was causing a lot to the sept. People were losing eyes. Do you know? You tell me I don't know nothing about torture. Yes, I know what happened to you. I'm not trying to open that subject. What I'm saying is, those people who took an eyes out and give to their hands have mental scars. Just because somebody can heal, just because somebody can become better, or after yeah, I clawed you, now after 3 days it's gonna be better. No! It still has its mental scars. I know what I did is seen as murder. That's why I went near Mr. Mornington right after I killed him. I accepted the punishment. I didn't run away. I'm being judged by a really old rules which we can't change because we will lose everything. I agree, but I accept the punishment. But you can be sure I'm not gonna kill anybody in my hunt. It's not gonna be like I'm not gonna even fight back.
Why do you accept this rule and not the other one that would have kept you alive? There are ways. You can learn to live with one eye. I know it sucks. Trust me, I can understand it would suck. But there are ways. Hell, you can even go to the fucking glass walkers and get a glass eye that really works. I don't know. I mean, look at Teeth. He was half metal.
He was
Oh,
an
I know.
abomination.
But he wasn't. He was tough. Sure. Have you ever seen a sept in Europe? Like, I was in a liberal sept when I did my rite of passage, and they were tougher than we were. I don't. I know. I would, like I said, I would be mad as well if he. Hell, I was mad when I saw Ren. It hurted. But
He threatened my pack, saying that he would kill if they disobey his order again. It should not be so easy to kill someone.
then go to the fucking Philodoxes. That's why they're here for.
Yeah, that's why they never cared about what happened to me. Or they never judged him for what he has done to those people who
Because you
tried for
didn't
help.
go to them.
I didn't go to them because he didn't deserve to go to the Philodoxes. Cinna, I know that it's a bad thing. I accept what I do. Ever since Leah died, I couldn't sleep. I always felt like I do something wrong. Every day I wake up, I cry, I try to hide it that nobody saw me what's happening. I was fell into Urano. A lot of people think that I did this because of Urano. I actually didn't.
You're throwing your life away because you want to be with her.
No, of course it's not. I protect my pack and Ren and those others who will not see his tyrannical ways anymore. Cruelty comes from the darkness. We are cruel because we choose to be cruel. We say that we are cruel people because we are Garu. No. I see a lot of Garu who are rejecting to fall on their rage. But he didn't.
And just killing someone makes you better.
No, it
Where
doesn't.
I come from, where I was born, when I was still human, we don't believe in death penalty because you have no way to right your mistakes. You murdered him.
I did.
Even if it was wrong what he did, there's no way for him to repay. There's no way for him to work out his mistakes anymore. And now there's no way for you either. God damn it, Travis.
I'm fine with dying.
But I'm not fine with you dying. I'm sick of people dying.
Oh, see, Max, is the bars are so close that Travis can't put his hand out?
He can put his hand out.
He tries to reach to Cinna, like while she's crying. Hey. Listen to me. We always like this weird brother and sister who always fight with each other.
Um, just not wanting to interrupt you, but that was a botched willpower check. She cannot come near the bars at this point.
Oh, okay. Like, there's no way for me to reach towards you.
Well, I don't know, but she's like she wanted to come towards you.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled willpower so I could actually grab hold of the bars so that I could be close, but I botched it, so.
Oh shit. Okay. He comes towards the bars, but like he can't touch her. And he's like, you're always like brothers and sisters who always fight with each other. You know, like two members of the family. I also saw a lot of people die in my time. Countless of people died, ran away, killed. But I wasn't fighting for the thing that I was saw anymore. So I know I am. I know this is not for what we saw, what we learn in the nation. But I think we're the lesser evils. I think we justify the bad actions we do with our rage. I think we could work, become better, try to do good, but we don't. That man used litany as a sword. He did not care. He did not care for the future. And he died. I know what I say is not going to be liked by a lot of people. I know people call me murderer. They will not like my words. They will call me a bad guy. And I don't have a problem with this. I was already a bad person. I killed countless of humans. My hands are bloody. I am not the man my mother tried to make me. And only one problem I have, that I won't be able to defend you. But again, if I was there again where he took my eye out, I'd probably pull the clave and kill him again. For protecting my pack end of Ren. Because Sinna, sometimes people stand for their ideals, what they believe is right. And that was the point for me.
But
I
you could have done it differently.
No, it would have been right.
Yes, it would have. I don't think everything is right in our society. Hell, my house is a fucking example of that.
What did she say?
I don't think everything is right in our society. Hell, my house is an example of that.
He nods.
There have been many, I think, I'm not exactly sure, but there have been many innocent people from my house. Well, for as far as they were innocent, because I don't think as Garu you are innocent of anything. But there have been many killed because they were believed to be mutated or corrupted or whatever the fuck. I'm not saying that there aren't a lot of things wrong, but this is not the way to change it. You kill one person, but you don't change a society. You don't change the nation.
I know. But I at least put something to those people who use cruelty as their weapon. Who use litany that sometimes you don't expect what's coming. You think
But
that this person doesn't talk back to you because he fears from you, but they attack
Travis,
back.
you just said it. People will view you as a murderer. I
Yes,
think they are right. There is nothing changed. No one will look at you and be like, yes, he was right. Our society is, we should change that. That's not, it doesn't help. It doesn't make it better. I will just say that he used to be a hero, and then that happens.
I'm not a
Might
hero.
even say that you are. Shut up.
I'm not a hero. I am not accepting to be a hero. My cousin got raped. My mate died. I lost a lot of friends who were trying to do good. Those were heroes as well.
I'm not
I
saying they
am.
weren't.
What I'm saying is, Sina, is I'm not accepting to be a hero because I murdered things really good. I'm not accepting to be a hero because I was a good murderer. Aaron is a hero because we explode a building.
Travis, you are a hero because you always wanted to do what's right. Look at the people from the sept where we went to in the desert. They called you a hero because we went out there immediately to help them. You went out there to help them. You went out of your way, and you would always go out of your way to help any one of us. But that what makes you a hero. Because you would fight. You would fight the worm for all of us, to protect all of us, no matter whether you barely knew us or whether we were longtime friends. That's what makes you a hero. I don't care about the others. Everybody that some of them are heroes, some of them are not. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to talk about them. I don't care about them at the moment. I wish things were different.
My old alpha Aaron Gahiji always say the shuttle words. He said that one day they told me a story about how shuttle lords killed this race. Now you are, my dear friend, is being hunted because you are belong to a family. There's tons of people who comes here because they heard there will be a good fight. Remember that man who nearly lost his eye, and the Philodox just said, "Do not suffer," and we just waited. We just stopped. We couldn't do anything. There's no way else for us to help that guy. Is this how we're going to save our mother? I think if our mother looks at us, it will be a mother who's looking at his child and crying for what they do. And yes, I did wrong, and I will suffer the consequences of my action. I will not fight back. I will wait and die. I hope I will find Leah afterlife, and I will watch you as I have watched you, as I have watched you being what you are now, a great hero who always questions people, who makes who become better, who deleted her flaws. I think you will be an amazing leader one day. But don't forget that we come from humans, as lupus comes from wolves, and cruelty of humans does not belong to all of them. Just like cruelty of lupus does not belong to all of them. Look at Kotori and look at teeth of titanium. Look at the Kalyani and look at teeth of titanium. Look at me and look at the guild offenders who will come to hunt you. He smiles. Sinner, I apologize. I really do. But nothing is gonna change. I did what I did. I would like you to do something for me.
Sure.
He goes and takes the leather jacket. He puts his, like in the leather jacket, there's his sunglasses. He gives the leather jacket, and in the right pocket, there's this letters. There's a letter for my family. I also write the addresses. There's a letter for Aaron, Kalyani, Eric, Chloe, Ren, Maggie, Tori, and you. I write some things that you I didn't know you would be writing. So, and there's one letter for Syracuse, Coach Marty Daniels.
Okay.
Would you like to give them for me?
Yeah. Sure.
I leave everything to the house, to the sept, except this leather jacket and the sunglasses. It's gonna be go to Bon Metis Nicholas.
Let's hope he learned something from that.
Pardon?
Let's hope he learned something from that.
I hope so. I think that guy never had something like this leather jacket or the sunglasses. I love you. You're an amazing person. I watch you grow, and I hope that you will have a better life than I did in the nation. I will tell you about your deeds to Leah, and we will smile to you from the other life.
Tell her that I said hi. I'll hunt you. I promise. And I said, well, try fucking hell. I'm gonna just burn the willpower for this because screw that fucking bars silver. And she just jumps towards them and doesn't care it hurts. She just pushes herself to stretches her hand out to Travis.
He, takes the hand and kisses the hand. I hope they will give my place to you.
It would be an honor. But I don't think it will be an honor that I'm worthy of.
You're wrong. There's nobody in the scepter would be enough to carry that. There's nobody who expects to accept responsibilities. Everybody fights with each other while you say, guys, enough.
There are more who say that, I think.
Pardon?
There are more who say that.
Well, I always thought leading is something natural, but I realize it's a responsibility.
Yeah.
I think you will take that responsibility greatly.
Well, I wish I didn't have to.
Me too. Do you know what was my dream?
Like a Yes,
Tell me.
it's the same dream I have, and we both get our wish.
He smiles. There's a house in the Cyprus where I was going to go and play piano for my kids with Leah.
Well, I'm sure you'll find her again.
I hope so.
I gotta go now. I can't.
See you later, my friend.
You want me to say anything to anyone?
Those letters will be enough, don't worry.
Okay.
Um, he thinks for a second. Did you forget anybody? Just continue being what you are. Don't change.
I've already changed so much. I don't think you can't not change. You change over time, you change over things that happened.
There's two types of people, the ones who change and the ones who change and change the environment around them. He smiles to you and you know who he means that you are.
She'll kind of give a smile back, or at least tries to, so her corners of her mouth kind of twitch up. Doesn't really look like a very happy smile. Next time we'll see each other. Well, as I said, I promise I'll hunt you.
He nods.
Farewell.
Farewell, son.
And she'll back away. Look for, see if Gerard's there.
He is.
Yay. I'm not even gonna try and roll for to get her feelings under control because I don't think that she can at this point.
Blasphemy.
Okay, if you want me to roll for it, that's fine.
No, it's blasphemy that you can get your feelings under control right now.
I'll take it at a difficulty 10. God damn it.
Nope.
Nope.
Auto fail. Auto botch. Fail.
Autobot.
Auto botch. You auto botch your roll.
Yay. She'll look up at Morning Hill and just nods. Can we? I'm done.
He'll give her a silent nod, and he will walk in front of her up the staircase.
And as they are still walking up the staircase before they step back into the hall and are amongst people again, he can feel her hand slide into his just for a few seconds. As soon as they reach the top of the stairs, she'll let go again. But just those few seconds, she really needed that.
Before they reach the top of the stairs and he feels her hand slide into his, he'll turn around slowly and pull her in close for a big hug.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That makes such a poor silver fang.
There are always exceptions.
I'm so done with losing people.
I understand.
Is that why we don't let anyone close to us?
It's one of the reasons.
I'm sorry. If I ever came too close to you, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I need to go now. It's not... I can't be here. Not like this.
I understand. He'll take a napkin out of his pocket and hand it to her.
And she'll brush past him as she takes the napkin and she'll brush past him then and just runs up the rest of the stairs. Runs out of the museum.
End scene.